Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's training. I'm so delighted to be here with all of you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Juliana Garcia, and what I do is I help coaches clarify their message so that they can attract premium clients. And today we're going to be talking about money objections. Let me make sure that I'm going live in the right place because I am using this new platform to go live. And so I want to make sure that I am definitely in the right place. And if you're watching the replay, say, what is up? If this is your first time here, say, I'm first. I go first. And let me just make sure that I'm going in the right group. Perfect. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about, I see some comments. Let me bring them up. Hello, hello. You know what's so funny about this platform? That it doesn't show me your name. So I'm going to bring it up on my phone. Let's see. All right, Anya, here we go. I'm first. You've been here. This is the first time? No, you've been here before. All right, so today we're going to talk about money objections. Can somebody tell me if you have experienced the money objection that's, I just want to go and think about it. I want to go away and think about it. Give me a 1 in the comments if you have ever experienced that. I know that I will just give a 1 if I can right here. And I want you guys to know this. This is really important for us to talk about because I know how much you all focus on marketing, and I teach about marketing and the content and what brings people in, right? We do all this heavy lifting, right? With the words that we use in our content, they do the heavy lifting for us. And so then the client shows up, the person books the consult. And so you've done all this work. And then what happens on the call is there's some fears that come up for you. When you have raised your price, maybe you're saying your price for the first time. And in that moment, there's something that happens in the dynamic of the call where you lose your power. You give your power away to the thought of what if they don't sign up? Or what if they think it's too much? Or what if they think it's too expensive? There's something that happens for everybody when they're feeling this nervous energy, when they're not fully grounded in their price or they're not fully grounded in their offer. And so what happens is you lose that, you start leaking your energy, your power in that call. And so you make it about you instead of really being present with the person. And then what happens is the person doesn't walk away clear on their decision. And then you don't walk away clear on what just happened or what's the next step or how to handle that, how to be a stand or how to back away, or do I reach out? Do I call them, right? There's just all these elements that come to play. So what I want to do today is I want to give you the 3 reasons why people go away and think about it, that you are fully in control of. So that next time that you raise your price or you're in a consult and on a sales call, you feel so clear around your price. Your energy is so clear. It's not even just your words, but your energy is grounded, is clear, and you're able to hold the space for a person to make a powerful decision for them to be a yes, if that is in the most alignment for them. So we're going to talk about that today. I don't want you guys to miss any opportunity to really help somebody who finally made their way to you, right? Like the universe is always providing people to you. They're all right now coming. They're all on their way to you. Even if you don't see it working, it is working. If you're doing the work internally and externally, you're showing up and really providing value, people are making their way to you. I want you to know that. And so as we open up space for people to land, we want to make sure we optimize our energy and we optimize our process and our ability to hold that space so that all the intention that you do and what you do in your marketing actually gets to be completed at the end of the road in the sales process. Yes, Kate, how are you, my love? Perfect. Okay. And I want to tell you that this literally comes from coaching calls that I've had with my clients recently, okay? Now, the first reason why people are ghosting after consults, I'm going to give you, there's multiple, but I'm just going to go with 3 today, okay? The first reason is because you're not asking for the actual price that you want on the call. This may not apply to all of you, but it applies to a lot of you. I didn't even think this was a thing until last week. So a couple of things that I've been noticing with my clients. Some of them are not actually saying the price that they really want. And so let's just say that you want to charge 8K. But you tell the person on the phone, oh, it's actually 6. and you're $2,000, even though it might seem like a small number, you're $2,000 out of alignment. And so you want to say 8, but then you say 6, and all of a sudden you're like, shit, oh, I've wanted to say 8, but okay, 6, because I felt in that moment that that's what I needed to say, right? Give me a 2 in the comments if you've ever said the price that you don't actually want. Like, I've done it before, right? And it is so fascinating because what happens is at that point, you start getting in your own head. You're like, oh, I didn't really want that. And so you're no longer present with what's going on with the client. You are now in your own experience, kind of shaming yourself for having done that. And that's not going to support the person in making a decision. That's when the energy shifts. And then you're making it about you. And then you're like, oh, I fucked up. Or, oh, I shouldn't have done, oh, I really want to. And so that just creates a space where it's not safe for the energetically, your person is not going to feel safe to make a decision because now you're not in balance. Okay. I love how all of you are saying too, yes, right? And so what is so important, and the first place that I want to start and what I teach my clients is we need to find the price that's in most alignment for you so that you don't wobble and you get to sell yourself on why is the best price for you, is the best price for them, and the best thing for everyone involved. Why is that the best thing? So that's the baseline. I'm not going to go deeper into pricing right now because that's not what this conversation is about, but I want you to ask yourself, is what I'm charging right now what I actually want to charge? Feel it in your body, check in your body. Like, is it 10K? Is it 11? Is it 11 and a half? Like, I literally go by like the hundreds or like thousands. I'm like, is it 11K or is it 12K? Like, I did this in my body and I felt it. Is it 11 for magnetize and monetize? It was 10K. I was going to go to 15. I was like, 15 doesn't feel like, is it 12? Oh yeah, 12 feels right in a payment plan. Okay, wait, what is the painful? Oh, it's 11. Like, if 11 felt good in my body. All of you have this ability to understand what's the right price for you. And I want you to not just ask your brain. We talk about the logic in my programs, like what makes sense for you in a business model perspective, but also what feels right for you. So you want to make sure you're selling yourself really clearly, energetically on that price. So that when you say it, you're not like, it's 6K. it's $10,000. What are your thoughts about it? That's how you present it. It's very different energy, okay? Now, the other aspect of this is I had a client who she raised her price and she's been getting clients at that price point. Like, she went premium. She raised her prices by 10x. She 10x her prices. And she has been signing clients at the 10x price. And so now she's like, okay, great. But then she had to believe that people who don't speak the language, who speak a different language, wouldn't buy. And so what she did on the call is she didn't even tell the person what the price was. The person was a yes, apparently. And then she sent the invoice after the call and say, okay, I'll send you the invoice so that you can enroll. What do you think is going to happen? The person is going to be like, okay, what's the price? What am I going to find in my inbox? And you're not going to be there to support their experience in saying, is in saying yes to themselves or no, or being an aligned no. So if you're not saying your price on the call, if you notice that resistance of like, oh, I don't even want to say it. There are some people who are doing this, maybe not some of you, but I know some of you are. And so this is for you. You're being afraid to ask for what you want. And this is a lesson that will matter, that will impact every single one of you, okay? You're not actually asking for what you want. You're not saying, here's what the price is with confidence in both scenarios. In the scenario where you just send the invoice and kind of avoid it, or in the scenario that you downgrade the price that you actually want. You're not asking for what you actually want. And the universe can give you what you want if you're not asking. If you're not asking, this is what I'm available for, this is what I want, this is what I desire, it cannot be delivered to you. And so what I coach my client on, it wasn't even around, I saw that is the asking part. And I asked her, so where else in your life are you not asking for what you desire? And I want all of you to ask yourselves that question. Where else in your life are you not asking for what you desire? Because I guarantee that if you're not asking for the price that you really want, the price that you said you were going to charge, the price that feels good in your body, if you're not saying, oh, are you ready? I can't wait to share this with you. The investment is $20,000. What are your thoughts about it? From a calm, centered, grounded way, If you're not doing that, if you don't have this energy of, oh, I got me, of course, this is it. Like, there's no doubt about it. When you don't bring that energy, the client energetically is going to feel it. And also they're going to feel like, oh, I need to go away and think about it, because actually underneath, you're still thinking about it. You're still kind of undecided. You're still kind of playing with the idea of 20K or 10K or 8K, whatever your price is. You're still kind of on the fence. They're going to be on the fence. So you get to get really in integrity with what you say that you want. And before the call, you get to say, no, this is what I want. Here are all the reasons why. It's going to be the best thing for my client because I'm going to show up fully resourced. It's going to be the best thing for me because I'm also going to be able to hire more people because it's just what feels good, because it's what I want. I don't need a reason. That's what I desire. That's what I know that I want. That's what my body tells me. Why is it going to be the best thing for their family, for your family, for their lives, for their health, for their, like, I just indulge, the reasons why it's the best thing for me. So when I show up to calls, when I don't do sales calls anymore, but when I used to show up to sales calls, I would just be so grounded and calm, and I would expect them to have thoughts about it. I would not expect them to feel like, oh yeah, here's my credit card. Yeah, here, credit card. Yeah, go. Yeah, absolutely. Charge it right now. No big deal. See you later. Bye. Like, I expect for people to have a moment of like, okay, let me just calibrate to that for a minute. Let me feel into it. I'm available for that because I'm available to hold this space. I'm available to hold this space for whatever is going to come up for them. I want their shit to come up because my shit's good. Like, I've taken care of my own shit before the call. And in that moment, when you create that level of safety, you're actually able to ground the moment, create safety for the person, and actually coach them on what's happening for them. So that's what leads me to thing number 2 of the reason why people are ghosting you. But let me land the plane on thing number 1. Thing number 1, so powerful. If you want the universe, if you want clients to be a yes to you, you get to decide how much are you willing to ask for what you want. So if you're like my client who realized, oh shit, I'm not asking not just for money, but I'm not asking anywhere for support. I don't ask for what I want here and there. And my husband, like, I said, do you ever ask your husband for water? And I said, here's what I want you to do. I want you to practice something. Because think about this. The energy of asking is feminine. Well, the energy of asking and receiving, right? You ask for what you want, you receive what you want. In order for you to receive what you want, you need to ask. So to receive is really feminine, but you also get to have in the feminine energy, you get to ask for what you desire, for what you want. And it can be a flirtatious, delicious request. So you can start playing with that in your daily life. If you're not asking for the price that you want, notice where you're not asking for support. And I said to her, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to your husband and make a request, even if it's just for water. Like, honey, it would feel so good to have some water right now. I'm feeling kind of thirsty. Can you please bring me a glass of water? It would be so good. I feel so good drinking the glass of water. And just make a request. The masculine wants to provide. The masculine wants to provide. The universe wants to provide for you. But you have to make the request first. And I guarantee when you're loving, like gentle and kind and firm and clear around what your request is, your husband is going to be like, yeah, I'll bring you water. What else do you want? Would you like some tissues? Would you like some strawberries? What would you like? Because it's the feminine energy of the request. Like, wouldn't it feel so good? It would feel so delicious for me to have this right now. That creates the invitation for people, for you to be provided with what you desire. And so when you practice that, if you feel an edge asking for money, then can you practice it in your daily life? It will feel so delicious if you have kids. Hey, can you please pass me that? I would love for you to pass me. It feels so good. Can you help mommy with this? You'll feel so good right now, honey. Like, can you make those requests little by little? Can you ask your peers? Can you ask your coach? It would feel really good to be supported here. Here's where I'm at. When you start making these requests, You're just saying, yes, I'm available for support. I'm available for what I want. I'm honoring of what I want. Yes, I want it, universe. Yes, I want it. And so you're in the energy of asking. So you will be in the energy of receiving. But if you're like, oh no, I don't need support. No, I'm good. I'll figure it out on my own. No, yeah, I'm good. How many of us women get into this mode of like, I'm okay? Like, give me a 3 in the comments if you're like, I'll figure it out on my own. I'll figure it out on my own. No, I got this. I don't need to ask for help. I'm just going to go. Why? We're blocking our own manifestation. We're blocking our next yes, your next sales call. I want all of you as women, if you're here and you're a woman, men too, you also get to ask for what you want, right? But I'm really speaking to women because women, you guys, did you know that women don't get paid what men get paid? It's not because companies are not available to pay, it's because women don't ask for a raise. We need to get so much better at asking for what we want, not just money, but everywhere else. So if people are ghosting you, it's because you're not actually asking for what you want and you're not feeling comfortable in declaring, here's what I want. So that's the homework that I want to give you. I could riff on this for another hour, but we have 2 more things to go. Okay. I see all these 3s. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let me get some water. Okay. Thing number 2. When you don't create a safe space for people, for your person on the other side to be able to, as I was saying before, right? You say the price, grounded, expecting that maybe there will be some shakes, some wobbles that they're going to bring. When you are not in that energy, when you're not in the energy of I expect this, I feel grounded, what they're going to feel is they're going to bring all of the reasons. And then you'll be like, oh my God, yes. What about their well? Oh, they said that they haven't thought about it. They haven't really budgeted for this. And so what's going to happen is you're not actually going to you're not going to know what the real reason for the no is, because you are going to feel scattered because you're not grounded in your own price. They're going to feel a little scattered. They're going to look in their brains for all the reasons why they shouldn't do it. And then you'll be like believing their reasons. And what happens is you don't create a safe space where you can just witness their discomfort or their thoughts or their emotions come up and just gently hold them there. Gently hold them there. So if you don't have this gentle, safe space, what's going to happen is like you're going to feel uncomfortable. They're going to feel uncomfortable. You're never going to get to the real reason why they're saying no because you can't hold this gentle space. And so they're going to say, let me think about it. And you'll be like, okay. And then they're going to go and ghost you because you actually didn't get to the bottom of what's underneath this uncertainty that they have. And so the way that you create that is by saying, yeah, okay, cool. You want to think about it? Absolutely. You can take all the time in the world to think about it. I want to make sure that this is a really aligned decision for you. And I'm curious, what do you need to think about? What comes up for you? What do you think that you'll be thinking about once you hang up the phone? Let's talk about it. You invite the conversation. You hold a container. You say things like, are you available for some coaching on this? Or you can say things like, I'm sensing that there's some fear here for you. Is that true? Does that resonate? Does that feel true for you? I'm sensing that this is vulnerable for you. Let's put aside the decision for a minute. What's actually coming up for you here? And then you hold a space for them to actually be vulnerable and tell you the truth. Because it's not that they need to think about it. It's just that they are feeling so ashamed for all the financial decisions that they made in the past that they don't want this to be another time. Is that they're feeling so scared that they're not going to get the results that they just can't imagine trying one more thing and not getting the results they came for. It's just that they don't feel confident in their ability to say, I'm going to show up every single day because they have betrayed their own commitments so many times over. That's what's coming up here. And so they say, I want to think about it because they need to go and confront that. And when they confront it, of course, their brain is going to sell them into, don't do it. You can't trust yourself. And there's no one better in the world than you to hold that space for them, to help them see what's actually at play, that shame is optional, that they get to forgive themselves for any past financial investments that they have made that didn't quote unquote turn out as they thought. You can help them find the evidence for the ways that it did work out for them. You can help them see things differently. You can help them believe in their ability to create results, because you can hold the belief for them more than they can maybe hold it in the moment. But they need you in that moment, because maybe you're the last person the last and the only person that actually has the courage and the love to hold them in that moment that is so vulnerable when people talk about money, when people talk about making decisions. So I want you to understand the importance of you holding that space and going underneath what's actually happening for them, and feeling so grounded in your ability to love on this person on the other side, that they're about to make an incredibly courageous decision. And you get to hold the space. There's no one better. Give me a 4 in the comments if this is resonating with you. If you feel the difference in the energetic dynamic between you and somebody who is a little fearful, maybe is a little doubtful. And so if you let them go away thinking about all the reasons why they shouldn't, they're not going to get their transformation. I am never attached to people joining my programs. I'm always committed to them creating the vision that they say they wanted to create. And so I'm willing to be a stand for them to maybe not like me in the moment, but for them to know, fuck, she can hold me. She can hold me. No one has ever held me this way. And that's what so many of my clients told me, like majority of my clients, because my private coaching is 6 figures. It was 50K, 20K. Like it's not cheap. It's expensive. I am expensive. And people are not used to investing in expensive things. My programs are expensive. And what comes up for people is, am I really worthy of putting myself first this much? Really? And so I've had a lot of practice holding the space for big investments and myself, but really people investing in my programs and holding this vulnerable, gentle, loving space where they also get to say yes to themselves for the first time ever, even maybe, and then create a huge quantum leap in their lives. But it all started with I was able to hold this deep, beautiful, loving space. All right, let's go with the last one. You're letting them, I just wrote it down. You're letting them go to think about it without creating a container for decision making. Yes. So the other reason why people are ghosting you is because maybe you're feeling a little wobbly and you don't know what to say when they tell you the husband and the thing and this and all the reasons, and you're feeling a little wobbly, but maybe you're holding the fort quite okay. Maybe you're kind of 80%, maybe 50% there, okay? But at the end of the day, what happens is they say, I want to go away and think about it. And you're like, okay, let me know what you think. And what you're not doing is you're not creating a container for decision making. You're not making it easier for them to get to a decision. So even if people say, okay, I want to go and think about it for this and this reason, and even if you have coached them through it with love, with everything, at the end of that, if they still are going to go and think about it, you get to create a container for when the decision gets to be made so that there's no energy leakage for them or for you. Is respectful of both of you. If you just let somebody go and it's like, okay, bye, because you're nervous, and I totally get it, we've all been there. But what's important is that you pause and get grounded and you remember, wait, we're going to get to a decision today. And if we don't get to a decision today, we're going to create another call in 48 hours whenever you want to, so that we can get to a decision then. That way, they show up to the call, and whether they're a yes or a no, they show up to the call, and then you get to complete that decision for both of you. And then both of you get to no longer have energy leaks of like, oh, I don't know, is this person going to come maybe next month? Maybe, I don't know how to go. That's such a leak of energy and your power for you and for them. Give them the gift of closing the container by saying, we're going to meet in 48 hours. Go in and think about it. Here's what I want you to think about. Here's what you can expect over these 48 hours. Here's what's going to happen. I always tell people what's going to happen over this 48 hours. I teach my clients how to do that. And then when we come back to the container of conversation, then there's a way for you to process and hold a space for what actually came up for them. But the point of that is you get to create a container for when the decision gets to be made. Okay? Now, here's what I want to say. It all starts with you. And if this process, if this approach to sales is something that has resonated with you right now in this moment, if you felt it in your body, if you were nodding, if you were like, yeah, if internally you're like, yeah, yes, I see it. Yes, Juliana. Oh, right. This is how I want sales to feel like. This is how I want my clients to feel like on the other side of the phone. This is how they deserve to be treated. This is how I want to operate. What I want to invite you to do is to apply for the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. Because inside of this incredibly transformational program is 3 months where I teach you how to clarify your marketing message so that you can attract premium clients. And not only I help you elevate the type of clients that you attract so that you only work with premium clients who are ready and willing to pay in full. And my clients will tell you who are here in this live stream that is true, is a reality that happens for them, like Ambra. Not only I help you elevate the quality of clients that you attract, not only I help you create an amazing offer that is so delicious, that is really is just impossible for people to be like, oh, I don't really want that. No. I help you design this delicious offer that you feel lit up by, that is priced perfectly according to what your body actually says wants and what you know is right for your business model. I help you clarify your message so that your message is speaking to people who are actually the most empowered version of your ideal client, of people that are a yes to you. I teach you how to distribute. I have an amazing content distribution strategy that has you be seen by the right people, by like 70 to 100,000 people every single day who are your ideal clients. Not only I give you all of that, but I also share with you my sales process that is grounded in this energy, in the energy of I don't have to manipulate. I don't have to push. I don't have to do anything that I don't feel any integrity with. I get to do it with love. I get to do it with care, and I get to hold pristine, gorgeous, delicious, beautiful, transformational space so that this person can make a decision for their lives in the most wonderful way. That is what I teach you inside of Magnetize and Monetize. We go so deep in all the reasons why you may not be attracting clients right now. Energetically, what are you actually energetically available for? How do we clean out all the gunk in your energy so that you can actually become available for people? Like literally the work that we do opens people up so much that they're like, wait, I didn't even know that this was happening. Things just start flowing. One of my clients, Sam Garcia, signed up 2 months before we started, and she's already made over $100,000. And we're on week, I think 6 at this 8 or something. So why am I sharing this with you? Because right now is the best time to join. We start in February. Most people wait until the last minute. And what happens is the content is rich, is delicious, is potent, is powerful, is not long, is potent. And the more that you let it sink into your bones, the more transformation you get. So the more time you have with the content, it's kind of one of those imagine like a hypnotic track. The more that you listen to the hypnotic track, the more it just becomes like part of your subconscious, because we elevate everything in your life. We raise your standards for what you're available for, including clients, right? That's why premium clients are coming to you. The more that you're able to sit with that content, the better. And this is the best time to join because we have a couple of months for you to sit with the content. Not only that, but you also get $1,000 off when you apply and you join before the end of December. And you trust me, the holidays are happening. You want to get in the energy of this program. My clients are absolutely crushing it. They always do. This program always sells out. And what people tell me is that joining early is the best thing they ever did. Waiting until the last minute, or like as soon as the launch starts, it's like they just wait until the coaching starts. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to join early so that you have more time to sit with everything and get even more results. So you can start getting coaching right now, essentially. You can watch some of the replays of the calls. You have access to a hypnotic track to wire your brain to 25K months. We just literally is the best program in the entire industry. I've looked, I've bought, I've participated, I've searched. There's nothing that gives you the energetic, strategic, and emotional support to completely elevate your business. So I'm going to drop the link in the comments so that you can apply. What happens is you put a $500 deposit. I review your application in detail. I always will say no. If you're not the right fit, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you, I don't think it's the right time. But give yourself the gift to apply so that you actually know, oh, okay, I'm a good fit for this or not. Once you get accepted, if you get accepted, you will receive an email saying you've been accepted. You can make your payment. And if you pay in full, you get a 1 hour call with me where we're going to completely transform your business. In that 1 hour call, my clients have walked away with everything they need in order to attract $179,000 clients. And the thing we did was all internal work. My client, Esperanza, literally had this call with me, hadn't even gone through the modules. She just had this call with me, and then she went and got a $179,000 client as a life coach, you guys. So, needless to be said, it's the best program you will ever find. I'm going to drop the link in the comments so that you guys have it. And if you have any questions, you can hit me up. You can be like, Juliana, tell me, what is going on? Tell me, I'm available. We're not in a lunch right now, so yep, I'm available for questions, and I'm going to drop the link here. Wait, can I even drop a link here? I don't even know how this works. Can somebody drop the link? I can't drop the link in this new... Oh, wait, is it here? Yeah, I can drop the link, so I'm going to drop it after. I absolutely love and adore you. Oh, look at that. See, all the comments are. If you guys have questions, also ask my clients. Maybe they're the best people to ask, actually, because you're probably going to think Juliana's biased here. Ask my clients, read the testimonials, and you just trust yourself. If this is speaking to you, let's see if I can't even paste it. If this is speaking to you, trust yourself. Oh, look at that. I did it. I pasted it from my phone. Oh my God, I feel like such a genius. Technology. I love you all so much. Stay tuned for more amazing trainings like this. If you want to have your mind blown, which I know you all do, come back for these trainings on Thursdays. I love you and adore you so much. It's so beautiful to have you here being part of this amazing group. And I will see you next. Wait. Do you guys have questions? Sure. Here's what to expect over 40 hours. I'm going to tell you in the group, Ambra, okay? Yeah, I am going to tell you in the group. It's in the modules. Go watch the modules. Love you all. Mwah. Bye.